I've had several people say, I'd go on YouTube and watch, and I forget to record, or I forget to put it up there, so I'm reminding myself and remembering. You change the volume on this one. That's okay. And we'll get back over here. Now. And so, it's a beautiful Monday morning. Let's feel the connection. And like shift around, put all the weight on one hip, leg. Inhale. Put it on the other one. Just relax. Excuse me. One thing sometimes we forget is when we're busy inhaling, but when you exhale, just let everything just go limp and relax. Feel the sinking, like a puddle. That lets everything realign and all the joints relax, and nutrients and lubrications get everywhere. And it feels so good. Now, my hands down here, and let them face forward once. As I inhale, I'm going to just let them rise up, about to the height of my heart. And check where the weight is on my feet. Like right now, my heels are almost up a little bit. The ball of my feet, my toes are pretty busy. And let it go down and exhale and melt. Inhale up again. Take time to do it slowly, then you can feel every part that's working, flexing, enjoying the movement. Two of the best things we can do for our body. Inhale and exhale, that's one. Counting out is one. Breathe. And the other is just give it time. Be aware of what's moving, what's working, and which parts are just hanging out. Sometimes people get so busy rushing around and trying to do one more thing, or 12 more things. They don't take the time to just feel the connection with each part of our body. It's not always about the head and the mouth. Just be aware. Let everything relax. As I inhale, my wrists are being pulled up by strings. Like a marionette a puppeteer has me. And let's go, and the elbows get heavy and sink down. Inhale up again. My elbows are heavy and they just let everything go. And Time as my hands come up, my fingertips want to drift together in the front. So slowly let them do that. And look at my hands making a big circle. The elbows get heavy again. And we go, Right here we're embracing or hugging the tree. And just sinking all the energy down throughout our body. Check my shoulders. If they seem a little high or tight, just let them melt first. Right here, I'm just going to let my hands sway. So it's like we're down in that wonderful lagoon in Cancun. Feel the sugary sand nestling and hugging our feet as we sway from one side to the other. As I shift my weight over, I just feel that sand coming up around my foot, holding it, hugging it, keeping me steady and secure on my feet. And I feel the water between my fingers. And the wave takes me to the deeper part of the ocean, gather energy, inhale. We'll go, ah. The wave take us to the shore. Kiss the beach, a little earth energy, and go back down to the deep end. And here we can focus or put our attention on our hands. Exhale, relax as we go across to the front. Inhale on the edge. Here, both of them are going to float out to one side, and the elbows get heavy and bring them in again. So I inhale. And they just float like I'm hugging that tree right over here. Elbows get heavy, and they float down. Inhale. One more. Bring that foot in. Sway a little bit over here. The other toe out. We're going to come around this side and hug the tree. Elbows get heavy and we come in. Inhale. And ah. Our arms stay relaxed. Like just the hands are moving. Arms have to follow along. Just keep everything relaxed. Come on, over on this side again. My hand sways to the other side. Just bring that foot in. Bring my hands together, hug the tree, and open up to the sun. Oh, sun. Let's do that again. We come together, we're going to let them float down in front. Come and hang out by my legs. Inhale up again in front of the heart. And ah. Check the alignment over your toes. So if you feel any kind of twinge in the knees, look down. You want to look down and see that your knee and your like big toe, second toe, and this is where you want to see your knees when you look down. If it's off to one side, it's causing a twinge. You just move the heel a little bit or the toes so it lines up. And you'll feel so much better. We're going to open up to the heart. One hand's going to scoop down and sit in my lap. The other hand comes around on top. We embrace the moon. Inhale, open again. The other hand comes down and sits on my lap. This one comes around. We embrace the moon. Speaking of moons, anyone see the lunar eclipse last night?
I didn't see it, just pictures.
Yes, pictures. Pictures, probably much better cameras than my phone. We saw it slipped into the full total eclipse, but after about an hour I thought, I am not going to be able to stay up and wait for this to come back out. Top hand just drifts down, rest. This one's going to make a little arc. Just going to give it a little sway with inhale, expanding, and then just going. Inhale. Here, we're going to let the other hand come back around to embrace the moon, and it just slides down. The other one makes the arc. Just completely relaxed. Feel the water between our fingers. Wave takes us closer to the shore. This one comes and gathers water from the depths and energy. Nice and easy. Inhale. Okay, let it go. And we are officially parting, brushing, combing horse's wild mane. So the horse was out there in the wind and the rain the other night. Little bits of leaves and grass stuck in there. Feels like a clumpy mess. So we're just going to comb it out, make everything silky and smooth again. Right over here, we're going to open up to the sun. Let the other hand scoop down. Sit in my lap, and this one comes around to embrace the moon. Hand goes down, hangs down. Let it, any tension, just let it pour out if you want to. Make the arc. Inhale in. Most of the moves in Tai Chi are small. They look big because we move our torso over and make them look like they're really big, but they're just little. Keep it in nice and controlled, relaxed, let go. Here we are, combing out that mane on the other side. Ah. One hand scoops from the ocean's depth, the other from the beach, and we have lots of energy right here. We just let it go. Come back around in front, hug the tree. The elbows get heavy and sink down. We're going to feel our chi. Excuse me, I apologize. And make a circle with your hands. And let your hands come closer and closer together. Feel the temperature gets a tiny bit warmer. It starts to feel like there's a little cushiness in there. That's your chi. Chi is our energy, or like our life force. Float closer, then you'll start to feel. Now, it won't always be the same place. Right now, mine is right here. I've been doing a lot of breathing. First thing in the morning, it may be hiding. Like, hello. So, there'll be different places depending on what you're doing. The more you breathe, the bigger it'll be, which means you just have that much more energy, heal anything that's wrong, help you have vitality and energy for the entire day. Come back around again, we're going to find that ball of chi. And we're just going to give it a little ride. I'm going to shift one foot to the other, just a little bit out, and make a circle. Exhale as it goes away. Relax everything down. Come here and inhale it in. Expand. Great music. Roll it around, we'll go the other direction. Exhale it away. Inhale right here. here in front, roll it around a little bit. I'm going to inhale, let it come up. I feel it wants to go back a little, so I just let it go back a little bit. Then start to exhale, and as I exhale, everything gets empty, everything relaxes and puddles, so I can just bend in half. And inhale it back up. Feel it full of energy again, once more, back. Take it over to the side. I'm going to lift it up to the side. Like the sun rising up. And let it set. Set, someone let this hand just hang. Come back up. Or chi rise, sunrise. Let this one go. Now, I'm going to just completely inhale, expand, and then just let everything melt. My shoulders come down and melt. Everything goes, I'm completely empty. I'm just going to let my weight go down with the chi. Relax. When you're ready, inhale, push down with your heels, walk your hands up on your legs, whatever works for you. I'll do that again. There's no rule about how far you bend. You just let everything go. Just, let it all go. Walk it up, back, up again. This time I'm going to point one toe out. I cross my wrist up here. Same ball of chi, but it's crossed. We have Princess on the Mountain goes to the valley. Inhale back up. Push down with that heel. Inhale, come pop you right back up. We'll do one more. Expanding and then just say, good morning, sun. And then just, Hang there if you want, because it feels really good. When you're ready, push down the heel. Hands back up if you want to. Don't go out from this side. Inhale. And then just, again, just watch your hands. They're going to float down and everything's just going to let go. Go back up. Now, there are different ways you can do this. Right now, I'm putting most of the weight on the front leg. This one's just kind of hanging out. You can put most of the weight on the back leg. Oops. Get yourself a triangle. 1 foot a little bit farther in front makes a triangle. Easier, better stance. This time, most of the weight's back there. You can also shift it, like dog wags his tail. So I can put it here, shift it over here, inhale back up. Trying to become a perpetual motion machine, which we are anyway, whether we know it or not. Right here, we're going to scoop down in the middle. Cross the wrist, inhale and back up. Get right in front of the heart. One becomes an arrow in front of the bow. This one, we pull back on the string in that bow. Decide how tight that bow is. Get ready, exhale and sink down into it. Let it go. I love sound effects. I'm going to inhale up from the heart. Let the other one be a arrow. Go back on the string of that bow. Feels like a nice stretch for you. Let it go. I'll do one more on each side. When you settle into it, just imagine lowering your hips. Exhale, relax. Up again. Go into the open our heart, say good morning. My shoulders relax down, the elbows get heavy. Realize one hand's just going to make a circle. It's going to come up by the opposite shoulder and just float across. Inhale. Float along. The other hand says, well, I'm going to play. Okay, we'll let it come back to the opposite shoulder. Float across, float down. Each one. Inhale as it comes up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So you can pick your own speed. So, if you tend to be short of breath, do them a little faster, or maybe inhale here. Exhale across. Inhale. Exhale. Gradually, as you improve your lung capacity, you can exhale. All the way down. That's that part of doing it really slow, very slowly. I get my adverbs here, my adjectives figured out. And you let your body have a chance to just relax, float along, waving hands in the clouds, hands making clouds, cloud hands, we're just relaxing and floating along. Hands are moving and everything else is just relaxed. Inhale. This is a really good thing to do at night before you get into bed. 10 minutes of just floating along like a cloud. Work on our balance, but we're just thinking about the hands. Shifting the weight, making the legs stronger, hips more flexible. All those joints down there flexible, but relaxed. Breathe. Inhale. And if you're in a situation where you need to do it, feel more comfortable doing it seated, do it. Just sit down. All of Tai Chi can be done seated or standing. Right over here, this hand's going to make what we call a hook. It's kind of like a sock puppet. Silk cocoon pointing down. Grab one tiny little strand of silk. Just gently pull it out. Let it drop down to a spindle so it doesn't get tangled. Inhale as my hand comes back around. And pull another little strand of silk out. In all of this, you bend as your body says it wants to bend. So if you're pulling the silk out, the little strand of silk out, and you want to drop it right there, that's good. You drop it wherever you want to let it hit the spindle. It will not tangle, I promise you. Let that hook go. Put my feet in again and just go back floating along the cloud. Float along the breeze, sing a song to the trees. Sometime I've got to get the words back on that. Inhaling, and then just let everything relax. Let the little strand of silk. It's another one of those times we can use the hips. The dog wags its tail. Hip move you from one side to the other. It's easier on the knees. And if you're seated, you can do a modified version of this by just lifting one cheek. You feel your legs getting a nice workout. Back, and we're going to wave hands in the clouds again. Look over here. I always have to look and make sure I'm on the right side because I get confused. That's when my brain starts moving, working, talking, chattering in my head. I'm going to make a lazy circle up and over. This weekend I was someplace that I saw a lot of friends I had in college. And a lot of them are not able to do much physically anymore. So I want to make some things on YouTube where they can just start moving a little bit, doing something. See, it's not so hard. Step out, pull that little strand of silk out. Drop it a couple times, inhale across. Now we're going to go up and over and make that lazy circle. And you can use your hip to get you from one side to the other. Shift from one leg to the other, it's up to you. Let go of the hook. Go back to waving hands and clouds. And if you find yourself, you feel like you're getting a little tense and working, then go back and let the wave do it. The wave, pull in that wave energy, beach energy. Let your hands do it. We don't have to worry. Go back over to this side again. Oh. Next sound is going to go up and over, but in slow motion. Slow motion basketball dribble. Slowly exhale, maybe go down. Inhale, comes up. Just exhale, relax down as far as your body wants to go. That's the perfect place to be. Wave hands again. Hook it right there. Here we go, up and over, make it slow motion, and we're going to do the basketball dribble. Inhale and the little squirrel up in the tree. Down, goes off through the grass, smelling the flowers. Gathering peanuts and burying them in my flower pots. Back with go. Couple times we'll wave hands, freeze. We're going to make a hook over here. Almost time. Okay, there it is. Now, just a couple times scooping down. Then we'll take the squirrel down the tree on this side. Move is officially snake creeps down, crawls and goes off through the grass. And if people have an aversion to snakes, I don't want them to panic, get tight. Squirrels are pretty harmless. Snakes are a problem too, but they have phobias sometimes. Come back around, we're going to hug the tree. Open up the heart. Back together. Sink our energy down. Now, we're not done. I'm gonna quit doing the live thing.